explosions rock the foundations of a once peaceful forest as a new threat tears through the scene. And in amongst the explosions, dodging and waving through the inferno with his faster feet comes the fastest thing alive. Chill, dudes! What, you gearheads want a piece of me? You're just gonna have to catch me. The machines listen as they only increase their intensity. These ones are not the sophisticated drones Sonic has encountered before. No, these ones look like Sonic. Sonic knew he was a handsome hedgehog, but this was not what he had in mind for his image. Amongst the inferno where Sonic runs, he notices one machine above the rest, hovering on some kind of craft. The general leading his troops. Sonic U-turns faster than the machines can react, pitballing between the drones as he suddenly uses a falling tree as a ramp. Speedballing into the leading robot, destroying it in a massive explosion that shakes the leaves on the nearby trees. While the other machines are suddenly uncertain of what to do, Sonic wipes the soot from himself as he shakes off the impact of the explosion. Alright, who's next? The machines look at each other before suddenly turning and running.
The Brotherhood will return, Hedgehog.
Return to get whooped again? Alright. Sonic speeds away, heading home to Green Hills. And good. Took care of some manic robots, helped an old lady cross the street, foiled some muggins, signed 23 autographs, and changed at least 5 tires. Now what's for dinner? Sonic, we need to talk. What? I took out the garbage? And that chili dog stain is out of the rug. We're worried. You're taking too many chances. Maybe we should talk about why you're running around like this? Running is what I do, remember? Yeah, but you haven't stopped running lately. Is this about Knuckles and Tails? If you're trying to distract from them being gone, then they're not gone, Maddie. Just missing. Look, guys, there's no need to stress, alright? Now if you'll excuse me, Sonic, Tom, don't wait up. But as Sonic is about to leave again, the house door suddenly swings open as the room is filled by red lightning. Furniture is overturned as Ozzy the dog barks wildly at the intruder. Sonic's brash demeanor falters as the lightning fills the house. Tom and Maddie are blown back as Sonic makes out a shape in the lightning. A man in yellow. Sonic begins to chase the man around the house, trying to grab hold of this new threat before it hurts his friends, but he's too fast. Faster than him. Finally, the man in yellow stops as he grabs Tom in a chokehold. Who are you?
To know that, you'll have to catch me.
As the man in yellow suddenly speeds up, taking Tom with him, Sonic speeds after the boat, chasing the stream of red lightning coming from the man in yellow as he runs with Tom in his clutches. Don't worry, Tom, I won't fail you. Sonic ups the ante as his eyes begin to glow blue, speeding up as he soon becomes neck and neck with the man in yellow, drawing level as the race speeds across states, weaving and cutting and turning corners as Sonic's speed is tested to its limits, all while the man in yellow doesn't even slow down until their race ends at the peak of Mount Rushmore. Let Tom go! Sonic, no! The man in yellow vibrates his hand, making his hand phase into Tom's back, towards Tom's spine, making him howl in pain. Stop!
What will it be, Hedgehog? Him or you?
Let Tom go. The man in yellow seems to smile as he lets Tom go. Sonic rushing to aid his friend. No! Sonic, I'm sorry, Tom. I can't lose another friend. The man in yellow then speeds Tom back to his house, leaving Tom on the ground as he speeds back to Sonic. What do you want?
I want you.
Why?
You can't guess. Do you even know what you are? Where your speed comes from?
So that's it. You want my speed? Don't you have enough?
No. Not for my God.
Well, alright then. You want me? Come get me! Sonic runs as the man in yellow follows, quickly catching up to the Hedgehog. Funny, you look like a friend of mine. Ever met the Flash before?
I have, but I'm quite the reverse.
The Reverse Flash begins trying to catch Sonic in his clutches, only just managing to evade his grasp in time, as the Reverse Flash soon tries striking and speed attacking the Hedgehog, but Sonic keeps up as the two engage. Sonic managing to pinball himself from point to point, attacking the Reverse Flash and keeping him stunned as Sonic builds up to a shattering speed punch, but the Reverse Flash recovers as he catches Sonic's fist.
Too slow.
The Reverse Flash throws Sonic, the villain not letting up as he strikes the Hedgehog further again and again and again. Sonic soaring forward at hypersonic speed, eventually crashing directly into Grand Central Station. Sonic finds himself barely able to stand as the Reverse Flash stands over him, red lightning crackling around him. The Reverse Flash suddenly grabs the Hedgehog, pinning Sonic down as he begins to siphon blue energy from Sonic, but as quickly as it started, it's over. Blue energy crackles on the Reverse Flash's hand before reverting to red, with Sonic trying to stand but finding himself feeling dazed, drained.
I'll be back.
The Reverse Flash suddenly speeds away, leaving Sonic in the destroyed station. Enjoying the video so far, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. And if you're looking for a story of heroes, of hope and justice, then might I recommend my newest book, Robin Hood Returns. Out now. We find Sonic at Star Labs, still working with his head swimming as Caitlin examines him. The mystery of the Reverse Flash continues. So he just came after you, for no reason. Well duh, he wanted my speed. Same as every other crony that comes after my bacon. Ow! Sorry, nearly done. Well, there has to be some other reason. He doesn't just attack for no reason, so there has to be something. Dude, take it down a notch? Agreed. I appreciate this is a delicate case for you, Mr. Allen, but cool heads will prevail. Dr. Snow. Physically, Sonic, you're fine. Near as I can gather, your blood pressure, vital levels, they're all normal. You sure, Doc? Then why does it feel like I'm being hit by a truck? You mentioned he did something? I don't know, he just shocked me and then I felt weaker. Faint. I'll keep looking at the vitals, see what the Reverse Flash did in detail. Alright, well, we need to think of a plan, because if he said he'd be back, we need to be ready. Great, except we haven't been able to stop the Reverse Flash so far. What about the trap we tried at Christmas? If we get it working properly, use Sonic as bait. Barry! What? We may not get a chance like this again. If we have something the Reverse Flash wants, we need to try something. He hurt a friend of mine. I'm in. Mr. Allen. I have to caution restraint. What plan do you have when the Reverse Flash does appear? Place the lives of Sonic and everyone else at risk? Dr. Wells, I know you're only trying to protect everyone, but you are not thinking clearly, Barry. Letting your emotions cloud your judgment. I respect the feelings you have about the Reverse Flash, but also respect how strong the Reverse Flash has proven himself to be so far. Yeah, but Dr. Wells, you are not ready, Mr. Allen. Your decisional capacity so far has only proven that. We will keep Sonic here, and keep him safe, if the Reverse Flash does appear again. Dejected, Barry leaves, while Cisco and Caitlin awkwardly try to return to their work. So, is it always this intense around here? Just when it comes to this. Who is this guy? Other than a real creepy whack job, he and Barry have history together. Meanwhile, Barry speeds back to the West household. Right now, he gets how easy it is for Oliver to be so ruthless. The Reverse Flash is so close. He can feel it. He can get his father out of prison, get justice for his mother. He knows it. If only Wells would get out of his way. At least at home, Barry can cool off and hopefully take his mind off speedsters and metahumans, at least for 5 minutes. Iris. Iris West awkwardly shifts in her chair as she works on her laptop. Hey, Barry. What are you doing here? I thought you'd be at work or your apartment. Yeah, I just needed the quiet. Dad was at work and you were somewhere. Yeah, Iris, I know we haven't had a chance to talk since I found out that you were the Flash. That was my fault. I needed some space to figure things out, you know? I get it. Well, look, I mean, if you ever want to talk or ask anything or what? I don't know, just hang out? Iris smiles as she says, I'd like that. The moment is interrupted as Iris receives a call. Hold on, it's my editor. As she hurriedly leaves the room to answer the call, Barry smiles at how things have worked out after what happened with the tsunami when they kissed. Barry hasn't known what to think about them. Maybe this is a chance to start fresh. But then something about Iris's laptop catches Barry's eye. As he motions to read it, he finds it to be Iris's latest story. Barry Allen is the Flash. What are you doing? Iris, what is this? I wanted to tell you about this. You wanted to tell me, but you didn't. Why? My editor needed a story, and you had to admit this is a big one. That's not your decision to make, Iris! This isn't some funny story or a headline. This is my life. I trusted you, Iris. Like you trusted me. You weren't exactly honest with me. All those times the Flash came to see me, when did you stop to mention that it was my best friend under that mask? I wanted to tell you, but I thought if I didn't, you'd be safer then. Yeah, cause safe is how I feel. Before Barry can respond, he gets a text from Cisco. We need to talk about this later. Barry suddenly speeds away, leaving Iris behind him. Meanwhile, in Star Labs, Caitlin analyzes Sonic's blood sample with intense focus, comparing it to a sample taken when they last saw Sonic. It takes a minute. But then, any progress on deducing our friend's problem? Caitlin is startled by Dr. Wells' sudden appearance, surreptitiously closing the tab she was using while Wells is not looking. Not yet, but I'll keep working on it. I trust you will. Wells leaves as soon as he entered, leaving Caitlin tense. Meanwhile, Cisco works on the trap. his brow furrowed as he works on the wiring of the device. Hey, I got your message. What's going on? That was my question. Look, dude, I've been working on this thing for an hour, and there was no reason for it to fail. Then why did you call me? I thought your forensics eye would help me find something I missed. Maybe there's something in the coding, or the timer, or the power node, or maybe the power nodes. But then Cisco trips a circuit, and the machine comes online as the lights of the room grow dim, and Barry and Cisco stand in front of the reverse flash. Barry acts on instinct, moving to speed strike the rogue, but he passes straight through him.
Dr. Wells, at last we meet.
Whoa, it's a recording. The reverse flash was never in this trap, but he was there. I fought him, and Wells, he... Barry stops as an idea comes to him.
My goal is your understanding.
The reverse flash would have had to be in the room with us. Someone we know.
Oh, I don't like the flash at all. So it's stay on the reverse.
Barry speeds on, the lightning around him crackling with every step, searching every room of Star Labs until he finds Wells' wheelchair, left abandoned in the middle of the cortex. Enraged, Barry runs as fast as he can go, tears searing his eyes as the memories flood. His mother surrounded by red and yellow lightning, the man in yellow among it all. Wells, helping him, teaching him, his mentor, and the whole time, his race finally stops as he reaches his destination, his childhood home. The serenity of the street so at odds with the storm within him, as Barry breaks down in front of the house, falling to his knees at the betrayal. This can't be real. I'm having some kind of nightmare. Is that what the pounding in my head is? You're sure about this? I mean, Dr. Wells has helped you, helped us for so long. Why would he do that if he was this monster? Look, I know this doesn't make any sense right now, but it's the truth. What do we do now, man? How do we do with this anymore? Look, I know you want to find the reverse flash, Barry, but we don't have any solid proof that Wells is him. Look, we know the reverse flash will be back for Sonic. When he comes back, I'll stop him, and we can find out, once and for all. But Wells said it himself, you can't beat him on your own. He won't be on his own, as Sonic enters the cortex still looking tired but determined. You're sure about this? No? But after that creep hurt my friends, I'm ready for some payback. Speaking of, I realized what the reverse flash did when you encountered him. By comparing your latest sample to one a few months ago, I don't notice a difference. Not at first. But see those energy surges that pass through your red blood cells? I timed the difference. 3/10 slower in today's sample. So we stole the energy that powers Sonic's cells? Pretty much. I mean, this energy that I'm reading, it's like an instant refuel on your hemoglobin, maximizing output. That's why I'm so fast, and why he wants them. He's trying to go faster. Why? We're about to find out. Motion sensor out front. He's outside. Outside Star Labs, as night settles on the central city's sky, Wells stands in front of the company he built, a certain kind of nostalgia crossing his mind. After a plan 15 years in the making nearly coming to a conclusion, he can't help but feel a certain sadness about it. The thought is tabled as Barry walks out to meet him, joined by Sonic. Barry, I imagine you have a lot of questions. But first, let me state, I did not want you to find out like this. Then how were you going to tell me you killed my mother, or why you hurt so many people? It was never my intention to kill Nora that night. Plans changed, just like they have now. We don't need to fight. Just give me the Hedgehog, and I'll leave. You'll never see me again. Barry says nothing, resolution etched on his face. There's no need for this. You can't beat me, Barry. Not on my own. An arrow line suddenly shoots down as into the fray comes the Starling City Vigilante. Welcome, Mr. Queen. Hope I'm not late. Right on time. This is gonna be fun. The arrow knocks an arrow as Barry begins crackling with yellow lightning, while Sonic crackles with blue energy, while Wells activates his ring, the reverse flash suit emanating from the ring as he in a moment has it on, zooming towards Sonic, but the flash intercepts the pair of speedsters, encircling as lightning emanates from them both. Barry, move! But then Sonic runs into the fray, running counter to the flash, catching the reverse flash in his blind spot. The reverse flash stops, rubbing his jaw. That was for Tom. The reverse flash smiles as he begins to give chase, running all across the building of Star Labs after Sonic as the flash gives chase. Guys! On it! As on the building also stands Cisco with a cold bomb, making the finishing touches on the device. Okay, I only put this together in half an hour with a good amount of snacks and coffee. So either this works or kills us all. It'll work, Cisco. I trust you. Thanks, man. Geronimo. Cisco activates the machine in time as a wave of cold shoots out in all directions. Barry catches up. phasing through the reverse flash as he grabs Sonic, phasing them both through the ceiling of the building. The reverse flash is not so lucky as he gets hit by the wave, sending him sprawling back to the ground as the Flash and Sonic stop next to the collapsed villain. Looks like this guy's been put on ice. But the reverse flash suddenly bolts up, punching the Flash aside as he grabs Sonic. But as the reverse flash is about to plunge his hand into Sonic's chest, the reverse flash instead feels pain in his back and slowness. Nanites, courtesy of Ray Palmer. They're delivering a high frequency pulse that's disabling your speed. You won't be running for a while. The reverse flash smiles as his eyes meet the arrows. The arrow and reverse flash meet with the arrow attacking first, quickly gaining the upper hand on the speedster as the reverse flash tries to defend with some well-timed blows. But the fact is, the arrow's been hit by worse as the reverse flash tries to block but is punched in the face for his trouble before being thrown down to the ground in defeat. As suddenly, his eyes align with red as he begins to vibrate, phasing the nanites out of himself, attacking again with his speed unencumbered, but the arrow still won't let up as he is able to block each attack as it comes, until the reverse flash suddenly speeds around the arrow, charging up energy as he hits the arrow with a lightning blast, sending the arrow sprawling as the villain leaps at the chance.
The history books say you live to be 83 years old, Mr. Queen. Well, I guess the history books were wrong.
But as the reverse flash is about to attack, he suddenly has a hand phasing through his chest as Barry is back. This ends tonight. The reverse flash throws off the attack, but Sonic attacks with a fastball special, pinball striking the rogue again and again, while the arrow suddenly fires another nanite arrow at the rogue, ceasing his speed as Flash and Sonic both strike the reverse flash, knocking him clean out. Interesting move there. I did what needed to be done. Careful, Barry. You're starting to sound like me. Listen, I may need help with something soon. Wherever, whenever. The arrow nods as he grapples away, on to the next mission while Barry looks at his fallen foe, his mentor, his enemy. It's over. Wells sits within the power-dampening cell of Star Labs, seeing only himself in the reflective panel in front of him, trying to think of a solution that will get him out of this, before realizing there isn't one. Except Plan A. Ironic. He still needs the Flash after all. Sonic's voice then breaks through the silence. Why? Why did you attack me? Why did you hurt my friends? Your questions are persistent, Sonic. I can't help but admire that quality about you. Your persistence. Why? Why take my speed? Do you know what runs in your blood? What you naturally produce? Tachyons. Pure and unfiltered. Exactly what I need to get faster. Seem plenty fast enough. Not yet. Not enough to go home. What? Back to my time. The future, Sonic. I have been stuck here, in this place and time, for 15 long years. And all I want is to go home! 15 years. Since you killed Barry's mom. It's funny, isn't it? We're both cut off from our homes. From where we belong. What if I offered you a way back to yours? I've got a home, thanks. One you attacked, one without your friends, ones that you can't find no matter how hard you try. I know where they are. Meanwhile, back at the West family home, Barry enters, seeing Joe and Iris. Hey, Bear. Haven't seen you around today. Fresh lasagna. Grandma Esther's recipe. Oh, I'm sorry I haven't been around, Joe. It's just been real busy today. I'll tell you all about it, but I need to talk to Iris first. Alright, son. As Joe goes to leave the room. Don't go eating the whole thing while I'm in the other room. I promise. Barry, about earlier, I wanted to know, I deleted my article. Your secret's safe. Thank you. And I know we haven't talked much since everything, but maybe we should change that. Iris, I get you're trying to make this better, but it's not the article. It's that you were willing to do this. When I thought I could trust you with this. I know. And I should have told you. You should never have done it. That's the difference, Iris. Look, tell Joe I'm sorry I couldn't stay. But I think some distance is for the best. At least right now. With that, Barry speeds away, leaving Iris to sit with her guilt.